Man, so that's how I start every conversation. So I was raised by an alcoholic. My dad's an alcoholic. And he is sober now. He's been sober for about as long as I've known the twins, about 24 years, something like that. And it's amazing. It's complicated though, you know? When your parent gets sober after your childhood, when you're already, when you're already an adult. And that was the first thing I did when I made a little bit of money was took out a loan and put my dad through rehab. And the time it worked, he's the one that did the work. I just, did a lot of work too. And I still have to do a lot of work, I spent my childhood, my teenage years in Alateen and Al-Anon, and even though my dad's been sober all these years, I still go to Al-Anon because there's a little bit of an afterglow, that comes with this. It's really an interesting thing because like my dad tried to get sober a couple times throughout my childhood, and it worked. Like he would go to AA and get sober long enough to like even be someone's sponsor, like have a sponsor and actually become a sponsor. And then he would sort of go off the wagon and denounce AA and then all the rhetoric that we've been kind of like walking around the house, repeating like a religious dogma would just suddenly be just floating in the air, without much resignation. And it was really confusing and sort of a strange thing. And then when my dad finally did get sober, he didn't go through AA, so he didn't employ any of that rhetoric that I had kind of been saving up since I was a kid. And it was strange because it left me with such an unresolved feeling. I was so happy he was still here and alive because it was not headed in a direction where he would be. But I learned, through my own work and honestly through Al-Anon, that the person that hurts you is seldom the person that helps you. It's seldom the person that saves you. You have to save yourself, And so I'm proud of my dad and I forgive him, but I wrote this song so I could save my own damn self. And then I started running around the world playing it, and I noticed that it was the people that liked it the most were all the alcoholics. They're like, it's our song now. I'm like, can I not have one thing? Does everything have to be about you alcoholics? No, it makes me proud that people struggling with addiction have found themselves in the lyrics of this song. Whoever you are, maybe it applies to you.